Hello students, welcome to Anne's math classes. Congratulations on your promotion from class 6 to class 7. We will be covering all exercises from Concise Mathematics, Selena Publishers, and this is the new edition, and class 7 chapters. So let's begin with our first chapter, integers. So we're going to do exercise 1A. Integers. Now what are integers? Now the symbol for integers is a capital I. So what are integers? Integers are a set of numbers that has negatives of natural numbers. Now what are natural numbers? These are counting numbers starting from 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, all these numbers are called natural numbers. So negatives of natural numbers will be -1, -2, -3 and so on. So there will be negatives of natural numbers, then you will have 0, and you will also have natural numbers in the set of integers. Now these are the numbers. Now you can see the dots here telling us that the negative numbers continue on the left side. There are infinite numbers, okay, of negative numbers. So these are the numbers -4, -3, -2, -1. These are negatives of natural numbers. Then we have 0. And we have natural numbers 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. So a set of integers will have negatives of natural numbers, 0 and natural numbers. And on the right it goes on, as well as on the left the numbers go on and on. Now there are positive integers. So which are the positive integers? All the integers to the right of 0 are positive, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. So the integers to the left, like -1, -2, -3, -4 and so on, to the left of 0 are the negative integers. Now what about 0? 0 is neither negative nor positive. It's a neutral number. Now you have studied addition of integers, isn't it? Last year in class 6 we did addition of integers. So what are the rules to follow when signs are the same? So here we have a plus sign and we have a plus sign. When signs are the same, we put the same sign. We put plus and we add. So when signs are the same, put the same sign and add. 4 plus 5 is 9. Again, we have -4 plus -5 against addition. Again, look at the signs. Minus and minus signs are the same. Put the same sign and add. 4 plus 5 is 9. Then, now we have signs that are different. Signs are different. When you have a plus sign and a minus sign, put the sign of the bigger number, that is minus, and subtract. 5 minus 4 is 1. So let me go through this once again. It's just a review of what you did last year. When signs are the same, put the same sign and add. So plus and plus is plus 9. When signs are the same, put the same sign and add. So -4 minus 5 is -9. When signs are different, here we have a plus sign and here we have a minus sign. When signs are different, put the sign of a bigger number and subtract. Then we have subtraction of integers. Now how do we do subtraction of integers? Now here we need to be careful. So plus 4 I will write as it is, plus 4. Now what about plus 5? I need to see the sign before the bracket. It's minus. So if it is minus, I change the sign of plus 5. That will become -5. So now this has become addition. I have changed from subtraction to addition. So now we follow rules of addition, which says when signs are different, put the sign of the bigger number and subtract. 5 minus 4 is 1. Now here I have plus 4 minus -5. So the first integer I write as it is. When I look at the second integer, look at the sign before the bracket. It's a minus sign. So this sign will change. -5 will now become plus 5. Now follow rules of addition. When signs are the same, plus and plus, when signs are the same, put the same sign and add. 4 plus 5 is 9. Now, This year you're studying about multiplication of integers. So here you can see 5 fours are 20. Here I've written minus 5 into minus 4 is 20. Here what do you see? Here these are same signs. When signs are the same, the product means the answer that you get when you multiply. The product is positive. So let me repeat. When signs are the same, the product is positive. Here also signs are the same, so the product is positive. So I have not put a minus sign. So 5 fours are 20. It's not minus 20 because signs are the same. When you multiply, the answer will be positive. So minus into minus is plus. Then what about when you have one minus sign and one plus sign? So here this is a plus sign. So plus into minus is minus. Minus into plus is minus. That means if you have one negative sign, then the product will be negative. If you have one negative sign, your product will be negative. So keep this in mind when we work out the sums here. Now in this exercise, exercise 1A, which is on page number 6, we're going to be doing evaluate, where we're going to talk about one particular property of multiplication of integers. And what is that property? This is called the distributive property of multiplication of integers. Now, if there are three integers L, M and N, then L into M plus N is equal to L into M. That is, we multiply L into M first. So we got L into M. Then I have plus, which I have here also, and L into N. L into N. So this is called the distributive property of multiplication. So the question that we have been given here is in this form. It's in this form here. Okay, so let me repeat that. Our question that has been given here is in this form. So we are going to make use of the distributive property here to find the answer, to evaluate this particular question. So what is being multiplied? We have 427 into 8 plus 2 into again 427. So we have to bring it to this form. You write the one that is repeated, the number that's repeated, you write it first. So let's write it in the place of L. So if we have to take that, let me write that down. L into M plus N, because we're using the distributive property, and L is the number that is repeated here. So the number that's repeated is 427 into M will be, we take the first number 8 plus N is the second number that we are adding. Okay, so that becomes 2. So 427 into 8 plus 2. Now let's evaluate this. So here we have 427 as it is. Now into 8 plus 2 is 10. So now this becomes easier. 427 into 10 is 4270. So we have used the distributive property here and we have evaluated our answer. So our final answer to this question is 4270. Question 2, we have 394 into 12 plus 394 into minus 2. So we're going to use the distributive property here also. According to that, when you multiply this and this, you can write it down this way. 394 into, write down these two numbers inside brackets, that is 12 minus 2. So this becomes 394 into 12 minus 2 is 10, which is 3940. So here we have used the distributive property to get our answer. Question 3. 558 into 27 plus 3 into 558. So look out for the number that's being repeated and we're going to write this using the distributive property 558 into, in brackets, 27 plus 3. So this becomes 558 into 27 plus 3 is 30. So we have to multiply that. So let's multiply 558 into 30. So that's 0 the first step. Then second step, we start with a 0. 3 8s are 24, carry 2. 3 5s are 15 plus 2 17, carry 1. 3 5s are 15 plus 1 16. So here I have 0, 4, 7, 6 and 1 after adding this up. So what do I have? My answer is 16,740. So this is the answer to question 3, and we have used the distributive property here also. Question 2, here also we have evaluate, and here I have 673 into 9 plus 673. We don't have another number, so I can write it as 673 into 1. It's going to give me back 673 itself. Now I can use the distributive property. According to this, it will be 673 into 9 plus 1. So 9 is from here and 1 is from here. So what is this? 673 into 9 plus 1 is 10, which is 6,730. So our final answer to this question is 6,730. So when you use the distributive property, your working becomes easier. Now, second question. Here I have 1925 into 101 minus 1925. So the repeated one is this. Since I don't have a number here, I can write into 1, because when I multiply it with 1, I get back 1925. Now here we have subtraction. Now we can apply the distributive property to subtraction just as we applied to addition. So here let's take the common one, that is 1925 into, and put in brackets, 101 minus 1. Okay, so we got 101 from here and 1 from here. Now let's simplify this. 1925 into 101 minus 1 is 100. So 1925 into 100, we write 1925 and add 2 zeros. So this becomes 1,92,500. So this is our answer to question 2. Question 3. Verify. So look at this question, children. We have this expression here. You have an equal to sign. So what is on the left side of the equal to sign? We'll consider that as the left hand side. So LHS means left hand side. And what is on the right side? We'll take it as the right hand side, RHS, the right hand side. And the question says verify. That means we have to show that the left hand side is equal to the right hand side. Whatever answer you get on the left hand side should be the same answer that you get on the right hand side. So let's start by working on the left hand side. So that is 37 into, we have curly brackets, 8 plus, we have minus 3, close brackets, and again we have curly brackets, close curly brackets. So this will be 37 into, again we have curly brackets, 8. Now we're going to remove the common bracket. So before that, look at the sign before the bracket. We have a plus sign. When you see a plus sign, there's nothing to worry. All you have to do is write this number as it is with the same sign. So we're going to take off the plus sign and write minus 3 as it is. So that will be 8 minus 3. So common brackets are removed. We put back the curly brackets. Then we write the next step, 37 into. This time we can remove the curly brackets by simplifying what is inside the bracket. So 8 minus 3 is 5. So remove the curly bracket and write only 5. So now we have 37 into 5. Let's multiply 37 into 5. 5 sevens are 35. Carry 3. 5 threes are 15 plus 3 is 18. 185. So on the left hand side we have 185. Now let's work out the right hand side and see what we get. So here we have 37 into 8 plus 37 into minus 3. So now can you see that this is in the form of the distributive property. We have 37 into 8 plus 37 into minus 3. So we can write that as 37 into, again, 8 plus minus 3. Now here we'll write 37 into, put your curly bracket, 8. Now remove the common bracket. Before that, see the sign before the bracket, it's a plus sign. So this will remain as it is, no change. So let's write that minus 3. So common bracket is removed, put back the curly bracket. This is 37 into, remove the curly bracket by simplifying what is inside. 8 minus 3 is 5. So 37 into 5. And we've already multiplied 37 into 5 and we got 185. So here we have 185. So what do we see here? On the left hand side we have 185. On the right hand side also we have 185. That means the left hand side is equal to the right hand side. We have verified this to be correct. So we need to write this, that this is correct. Question 2. So here also you can see a left hand side, that is something that is to the left of the equal to sign, and whatever is to the right of the equal to sign is the right hand side. So let's consider this as left hand side and here right hand side, and we have to verify that these two answers are the same. So let's begin by copying the first side, that is the left hand side, the question. Minus 82 into, then we have curly bracket, minus 4, close the bracket, plus 19, close the curly bracket. So this we're going to remove the common bracket, so it is minus 82 into, now curly bracket, we'll leave it as it is, remove the common bracket, we write minus 4 plus 19. So this is minus 82 into, now let's simplify what is within the curly brackets. Now this is something you studied last year. Minus 4 plus 19. Now when you solve integers, when you simplify integers, look at the sign. So here we have minus and here we have plus. Signs are different, isn't it? When signs are different, put the sign of the bigger number. Which is the bigger number here? 19. Put the sign of the bigger number, that is plus, and subtract. 19 minus 4. Subtract 19 minus 4, that is 15. So we've got plus 15. So what did we do here with these two? We took the sign of the bigger number and we subtracted the two numbers. So you've got plus 15. Now let's write that plus 15 here. So we have plus 15. So minus 82 into plus 15. Now multiply the signs, minus into plus. Minus into plus is minus. Okay, that is minus because we learned in the beginning that when signs are different, the product will always be negative. So one is minus, one is plus. So the product, that means the answer, will have a negative sign. That's why I put a minus sign. So we finished with the sign. Now let's multiply the numbers. 82 into 15. Let's multiply 82 into 15. 5 2s are 10, carry 1. 5 8s are 40 plus 1, 41. 1 2s are 2, 1 8s are 8 plus. So 0, 3 and 4 plus 8 is 12. We've got 1230. So on the left hand side we have 1230. Now let's work out the right hand side. Let's copy the question. So we have minus 82 into minus 4 plus minus 82 into 19. And as you can see, this is in the form of the distributive law. We can apply the distributive law to this. Okay, because we have minus 82 repeated. So let's follow the distributive law. Let's apply it here. So we have minus 82 into, now take this minus 4 plus, take the next number, 19. So here we have minus 82 into minus 4 plus 19. This has already been worked out here. Minus 4 plus 19. Signs were different. So we put the sign of the bigger number and we subtracted and we got plus 15. So here we can write minus 82 into plus 15. So again here we looked at the signs. Minus into plus is minus. That is equal to minus. Now we have to multiply the numbers 82 into 15 and we have already done that. 82 into 15 and we got the answer 1230. So let's write it here, minus 1230. Now look at the answer on the left hand side. It's minus 1230. On the right hand side is also minus 1230. That means the left hand side is equal to the right hand side. So we have verified that this too is correct. Question 3. So here let's take our left hand side. This is our left hand side, LHS, and this one to the right of the equal to sign is the right hand side. Now let's work on the left hand side first. So we have curly brackets, 7 minus common brackets minus 7 and then close the curly bracket into 7. So let's simplify what is inside this first. So curly brackets, we'll write it as it is, 7. Now we are going to open the common bracket. Before that, see what is the sign before the common bracket. We have a minus sign. Now whenever you see a minus sign before a bracket, change the sign of the integer inside. So there is a minus sign, so this will become plus 7. So remove this and write plus 7. So we have to write plus 7 and close our brackets, and outside that we have into 7. Now simplify what is inside. 7 plus 7 is 14. So remove the curly bracket and write 14 into 7. Now let's multiply 14 into 7. 7 4s are 28, carry 2. 7 1s are 7 plus 2, 9. So we have 98. So the left hand side is 98. Let's work on the right hand side. Right hand side we have 7 into 7 minus 7 into 7. So what is common here? We have 7 on the side and 7 on that side, isn't it? So we can apply the distributive property here also. So we can write this 7. So I'm taking this 7 and writing it once into, now in brackets let me write this 7, I'll write minus, and then this minus 7. Since I have common brackets here, I have changed this to curly brackets. Now let's solve this. Let's simplify what's inside. So this is 7 into, now I'll write 7 as it is. Now I'm going to remove my common bracket. Before I remove, don't forget to have a look at the sign before that. The sign before that is minus. That means this sign will change. This will change to plus 7. So remove this and write plus 7. Plus 7 and close the brackets. So this will be 7 into, now I'm going to simplify what is inside. 7 plus 7 is 14. So 7 into 14 has already been worked out here. 14 into 7 and the answer is 98. So on the right hand side also I have 98. On the left hand side my answer is 98. On the right hand side my answer is 98. That means left hand side is equal to the right hand side, and we have verified that this is also correct. Question 4. So let's get our left hand side and the right hand side ready. So this is the left hand side and this side is the right hand side. So again, let's work out the left hand side first. So we have curly brackets, then we have common bracket minus 15, close the common bracket minus 8 and close the curly bracket. Outside we have minus 6 into minus 6. So here we're going to remove the common bracket. So put the curly bracket, take off the common bracket, it's minus 15, minus 8, close the curly bracket, into minus 6. Now we are going to simplify what is inside this. So let me write it down here. That is minus 15 minus 8. Okay, so again, this is something we learned last year. When signs are the same, now you can see that there is a minus sign here and a minus sign here, means signs are the same. When signs are the same, put the same sign and add. So we need to add 15 plus 8. 15 plus 8 is 23. So we've got minus 23. So here I can remove my brackets and write minus 23 into minus 6. Now, look at the signs. Here I have minus into minus. Minus into minus is plus. Remember, we said for multiplication, when signs are the same, the answer is always positive. So minus into minus is plus. So now I have finished with the signs. Let me multiply the numbers. 23 into 6. 6 3s are 18, carry 1. 6 2s are 12 plus 1, 13. That's 138. So I've got plus 138 on my left hand side. Now let's work on the right hand side. So let's begin. Copy the question, minus 15 in brackets into minus 6. Then we have minus 8 into minus 6. So here you can again separate the multiplication part here and the multiplication part here. In between we have a subtraction sign. So apply the distributive property here. What is the number that's common? Minus 6. So that we're going to write it outside. We'll write minus 6 into, and inside we're going to write minus 15 minus 8. So this is minus 6 into, now let's simplify this, minus 15 minus 8, which we have already done here. Minus 15 minus 8, signs are the same. So we put the same sign and we added and we got minus 23. So 6 into minus 23. So here again, signs, let's look at the signs here. I have minus into minus. So the signs here, the sign is minus and this sign is minus, and multiplication of signs. Minus into minus is plus. So I will have a plus sign. Now I need to multiply 6 into 23 or 23 into 6, which has already been multiplied here, and we've got the answer as 138. So let me write 138. Now you can see that the left hand side is plus 138 and the right hand side is also plus 138. That means the left hand side is equal to the right hand side, and we have verified and that this is correct. We will stop with this for now, children. In our next video, we will continue with the remaining questions. Thank you, children.